Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. Today we are going to be making this leprechaun hat square. And I started the first 4 rows as just nothing but white. You'll chain 30, make your base row, and then 3 rows of pearls. And nothing but white, 30 white. Alright, so row 4. No, row 5. We have 4 rows. Row 5. So we need 11 white to start out with. So we are going to purl the next 10. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we need a dark green. Alright, and we are going to knit 9 dark greens. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we need to bring in another white. And we need to put 10 white in. So we're going to start this white like we're going to knit it, but we are going to actually purl it here. And then I'm going to take this out and pull that string so that first loop comes off. Alright, so now we're going to purl the rest. We need to purl 9, and then you have the end stitch, which makes 10. So there is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you have this stitch at the end where you take these 2, go through both of those strings in the end. There's 2 strings, one in the front and one in the back. Go through both and pull up a loop, and I call that the end stitch. So you'll hear me refer to that as the end stitch a lot. Okay, now we're going to work these off, and I will show you how to do that. First of all, you're only on the first one, you go through 1, and then the rest of them you're going to go through 2 until we get to that dark green. And this finishes up our row. This is the end of our row 5. Alright, so now we have all the whites done, and now the next one is green, and we have this one white on here, which is fine. We're going to switch colors. We're going to go to our dark green now, and we're going to pull it through 2, and then you're going to pull that white until those are close, but don't pull them too hard. And then you're just going to go through 2, 2, 2, 2 until we get to the white again. Alright, and then we're going to switch back to this white that's over here. and then go through 2 until you only have 1 loop left on your hook. Be careful not to go through 3 because that's how you lose stitches. Alright, so here we go. That is what row 4 looks like. Okay. Now row 5, I mean. Row 6 is next. We need 9 white to start out with, so we're going to purl the next 8. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, then we need 3 of the dark green. And we're going to knit those. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need to pull in a regular green. We need 7 of those. So we're going to bring that in. And be careful not to go through loops. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we need another dark green. And we need 3 of them. So I'm pulling in another dark green here. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the only thing that we're purling is white. And the only thing you purl is white on white. Okay, so now we need, otherwise everything is knitted. All the color is knitted. We need 8 white. So we're going to purl the next 7. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th one is the end stitch. Okay, so that's what it looks like, row 6. So work those off, and we will be back for row 7 next. Okay, so row 7, we're starting out with 7 white this time. We're going to purl the next 6 white here. There is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we have 7 white. We need 3 dark, 3 dark green, and 11 regular green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is. and then we need 3 dark green again. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then we need 6. Yeah, 6. Now we're going to purl the next 5, and then you'll have your end stitch, which will make 6. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 6. All right, so that's what it should look like on row 7. Work those off, and we'll be back for row 8 next. All right, so row 8, we are starting out with 5 white, so the next 4 are purled. So that makes 2, 3, 4, 5, and we need 3 dark green. So 1, 2, 3, and 15 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we need 3 dark green again. So there's 1, 2, 3, which will leave us with 4 white at the end, and 3 of those gets purled. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the end, and there you have 4 white. All right, and this is what row 8 should look like. So work those off, and we will be back for row 9 next. So row 9, we're starting out with 4 white, so the next 3 gets purled. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4. And then we need 2 dark green. So there's 1 and 2. Not 4. Yeah. Then we need 6 green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need another dark green. And we need 6 of those. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And we need another green, regular green. So we'll pull in another one. And we need seven regular green again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2 dark green, 1 and 2. And then we need 2 whites. I mean 3 white. So the first 2 gets purled. So there's 1, 2, and the third one is at the end. All right. So there's what that row 9 looks like. And we'll be back for row, was it row 10? We just did row 10, not 9. Okay, row 10. Let's see. This was supposed to be row 9 though, wasn't it? Yeah, with 4, 2. It was row 9. Because row 10. Okay. Never mind. We'll be back for row 10 after we get those worked off. Alright, so row 10, we are starting out with 3 white. So we're going to just purl the next 2, and we'll have our 3. And again, we only need 2 dark green next. Yes. 2 dark green. And 6 green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 dark green. And then we need 6 gold. And this is for the buckle on the hat. I'm just going to use this gold that we used in the pot of gold. So here is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm bringing this across for the other dark green. All right, then we need 7 regular green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we need a two dark green, and then 2 white at the end. So we're going to purl the next white, and the last white will be an end white at the end here. And there we go, we are 2 white. All right, so this is what row 10 looks like. Work those off, and we'll be back for row 11 next. Okay, so row 11, we're going to start out with 3 whites. So we need to purl the next 2. And then 1 dark green. and 6 green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we need another dark green. And then 8 gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and then we need a dark green next. And 7 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 dark green, and 2 white to finish off the row. So we're going to purl the first white, and then the end is the second white, the end stitch. Alright, so that's the way it should look like for row 11. Work those off, and we'll be back for row 12 next. Okay, so row 12, we are starting out with 2 white and 2 dark green. So we're just going to purl the next one, and we will have our 2 white. There you go. Now we need 2 dark green. And then we need 4 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need 3 dark green. 1, 2, 3. We need 2 gold. 1, 2, and 4 dark green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 gold. 1, 2, and then we need 3 dark green. So 1, 2, 3. 5 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 dark green and 2 white to finish it off. So we're going to purl the first white, and the end stitch will be the second white, just like we've been doing. Alright, so that's what row 12 looks like. So we will be back for row 13 next. Alright, so 13, we have 2 white. So we're going to purl the next one to have our 2 white. And then we need 1 dark green, and 4 regular green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need 2 dark green. 1, 2, and then we need 2 medium green. So we're going to bring in another color here. Two medium green, 2 gold, all right, 1 dark green, and we're going to bring in another medium green and put 2 medium green in. And then 1 dark green. And 2 gold. And then we need another medium green. And we're just going to put 1 in. 1 medium green in here. And then 2 dark green. 3 dark green, actually. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need 4 green. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then 1 dark green and 2 white to finish up this row. Alright, so this is what row 13 looks like. Work those off and we'll be back for row 14 next. Okay, so row 14, we're going to start out with 2 white. So we're going to purl the next one to have our 2 white. And then we need 2 dark green. So 1, 2, and 2 green. 1, 2, 2 dark green. 1, 2, 2 medium green. 1, 2, 1 dark green. And then 2 gold. 1, 2, 1 dark green. 2 medium green, 1, 2, 2 dark green, or 1 dark green, and then 2 gold, 1, 2, 3 medium green, 1, 2, 3, and 2 dark green, 1, 2, 2 green, 2 dark green, and 2 white. We're going to purl the first white, and the second white is the end stitch. Alright, so that's what row 14 looks like. We're going to work those off. We'll be back for row 15 next. Alright, so row 15, again, well, no, we need 3 white this time. So we're going to purl the next white and then knit the third one. Right, like that. Alright, then we need 2 dark green. So there's 1, 2, 1 green, and then we need 1 dark green, and then 2 medium greens, and then 2 dark green. All right, 2 gold, and 4 dark green. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This medium green right here can be cut off. That was the middle one. We are done with it. And now we need 2 gold, where'd my dark green go? There it is. And then 2 dark green, and 2 medium green, and then 1 dark green. One green, and 2 dark green, and then 3 white. This first white is knitted. The second white will be purled, and the third white is the end stitch. All right, so this is what 15 looks like. We'll go ahead and we'll work those off, and we'll be back for row 16 next. Okay, so row 16, we are starting out with 4 white. So we're going to purl the first 2, and that will make 3. And then we're going to knit the 4th one right here. And then we need 6 dark green. Which means we are done with these 2 right here. So we can cut them off. So there's 1. 2. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need 2 green. And I'm just going to bring this green over. And that's not right. Hang on a second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 2 green and 6 gold. Oh, I see. One moment. I'm going to put that last green in the right place. So this green goes in that first gold one there. And now we need 6 gold. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to bring this green over. And now I need 2 green. And 2 dark green. So we're just going to bring this one over here. And then we need a medium green. Wait a minute. Where was that dark? This dark. Right here and right here. Okay, now we need a medium green. All right. Then we need 3 dark green. So there's 1, 2, 2, and 3. And then we need 4 white. This first white gets knitted, and the next 2 get purled. So there's 2, 3, and then this last one makes 4. All right, so this is what row 15 looks like. Or 16, I mean. This is row 16. And just we'll work those off, and we'll be back for row 17 next. All right. So we are going to start out with 5 white. So we need to purl the first 3. And that will be 4 altogether. And the 5th one, it gets knitted into that first dark green. And now we just need 4 dark green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 regular green. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 regular green. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, this medium green right here, we can cut off. We don't need that. So now we need 4 dark green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 white. And the first one gets knitted. The other 4 gets purled. Well, 3 of them gets purled. 3 gets purled, and then that will be 4, and then the 5th one is the end stitch right there, like that. Okay, so this is row 17, and we will be back for row 18 next. Okay, so we are going to do row 18, and these 2 colors, the gold and this green on the other side of that gold, they just need cut off. We don't need that anymore. So we are going to start row 18 out with 6 white. So, which means that the next 4 get purled, and then you will have a total of 5, and the 6th one is right there. All right, and then we need 1 dark green and 10 green. No, 16 green. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, the next one is dark green. And then we have 6 white to finish it off. So the first one gets knitted in there, and then the other 4 gets purled, and then you have your end one. And then you should have a total of 6 white right there. All right, so this is what row 18 looks like. Yeah. So we will work those off, and we'll be back for row 19 next. Okay, so actually row 19 is the exact same as 18. So work 18 again, and we'll be back for row 20. All right, so row 20, we are starting out with 5 white. So we need to purl the next 4. So there's 1, well, we have a total of 3 now, 3, 4, and 5. And then we need 1 dark green, which gets knitted right there. And then 4 or 6, actually 6 green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to bring in this dark green. I'm bringing in another dark green. Where is it? Right here it is. I lost it. All right. And we need 6 of those. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I have another green that I'm bringing in. And we need 8, no, 6. Yeah, 6 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then 1 dark green. And then we just need 5 white to finish it off. The first 4 gets purled. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the last one at the end. That's 5. All right, so this is what row 20 looks like. We'll work those off and we'll be back for row 21 next. All right, so row 21, we're starting out with 5 again, so the next 4 gets purled. There's 3, 4, 5, and then we need 1 dark green, 4 green, there's 4 right there, and then 3 dark green, and then we're going to bring in another green for the middle part, and we need 4 green. I'm bringing over the dark green. That's right, I only have 3 of those. All right, so then we need 3 green, dark green. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 green. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 dark green, and then 5 white. So the next 4 gets purled. There's 4, and then the 5th one is the end stitch right there. All right, so that's what row 21 looks like. We'll work those off, and then we'll be back for row 22 next. All right, so row 22, we are starting out with 5, so the next 4 gets purled. So there's 3, 4, 5 white, and then 1 dark green, and actually 1 dark green, and 3 green. Wait a minute, what did I do? And then we need 2 dark green, and 8 green, so there is 2, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to use this dark green over here. We need 2 dark green next. And then 3 green. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1 dark green. And then we should have 5 white. So we're going to purl the next 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the end one makes 5. Alright, so that's what row 22 looks like. Work those off and we'll be back for 23 and 24. Alright, so 23 and 24 are both the same. We are starting out with white, 5 of them. So we're going to purl the next 4. And then 1 dark green. And 3 green. And then 1 dark green. And then we need 10 green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we need a dark green. And 3 green. And then a dark green. And then 5 white. So the next 4 are purled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is at the end. All right, so this is what row 23 and 24 looks like. So work these off and work that row one more time, and we'll be back for row 25 next. All right, so row 25, we're starting out with 6 white. So we're going to purl the next 4. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Counting that first stitch, that actually makes 5. And the 6th one, we're going to knit right in there. I don't know why I'm picking up that yet. I'm not picking that up. I need to put a white in there. All right, there you go. Then we are going to put a dark green here next, and then 2 green. So there's 1 and 2, and then we need a dark green. And then we need 10 green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we need a dark green. And then we need 2 green. So there's 1, 2, and then a dark green. And then we need 6 white. So the first one gets knitted right in there, and then the next 4 gets purled. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so that's what row 25 looks like. We will be back for row 26 next. Okay, so row 26, we can cut these 2 things off here. We need 7 white this time. So we're going, the first 5 will be purled, which will give us 6. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 7th one gets knitted into that dark one right there, that dark green. And then the next 2 are dark green. So there's 1 and 2. And then we have a regular green. There's a regular green at this end too that needs cut off. Okay, the next 12 is regular green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the next 2 will be dark green. So there's 1, 2, and then we should have 6. Yeah, 6 white. So the first white gets knitted into that dark green there. And then the rest of them get purled. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's actually 7, not 6. There's 7. Yeah, 7. I was looking at the wrong 1. So we actually have 7 white there. The first one gets knitted, and then 5 of them gets purled, and that last one is at the end. Okay, so that is row 26, and we'll be back for row 27 next. Okay, so row 27, we're going to start out with 9 white. So the first 6 we're going to purl. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the next 2 gets knitted into these dark greens. Alright, this green, this regular green, and this dark green at the end gets cut off. Alright, so now we just have the white and the one dark green right now. Now we need 12 dark green. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we need 9 white, and these first 2 gets knitted into these dark greens, these 2 dark greens right there. All right, and then the rest of them, the next 6 gets purled. So there's 4 altogether. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9th one is at the end stitch. All right, so that is row 27 and what it looks like. Work those off, and we'll be back for row 28 to 30 next. Okay, so before we get started with row 28, this dark green and this white gets cut off. And so we just have the one white now. So 28 to 30 is just 30 white. But we're going to do this first row for you, and then you're going to repeat it. So we're going to purl. We're going to purl on white. So purl all the white ones and knit all the dark green ones on this row. And then as soon as you get to the dark green, we're going to knit the white into those dark greens. And then we're going to purl all the rest of these whites. So you should have a total of 30 all together. And then the next 2 rows, you'll just purl 30 white all the way across in the next 2 rows. And then once you get those done, then go to my shamrock, the very first square in this series, which is the shamrock square, and I show you how to bind off and do the border on that. So It's the exact same border, same bind off and everything. Just go to the end of that video if you don't know how to do it, and then follow that. It's the exact same thing. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this shamrock or this leprechaun hat. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.